Hey guys, what's up? Team 3D Wisdom. I want to talk to you guys today about the importance of mentorship, the importance of having a mentor or many mentors. Wise man once said, an uncommon goal will require an uncommon mentor. If you have a great dream, you will need a great mentor. Why? Because mentorship allows you to learn somebody's wisdom without having to go through the experience and the pain that it requires to attain that wisdom. For example, if you 20 years old and you're reading a book from a guy who's in his 40s, your biography or whatever. Let's pretend this person is your mentor. You learn 40 years of experience, 40 years of trial and error in a few days, depending on how long it takes to finish that book. Imagine you read 20 books from 20 different authors. You learn the experience of 20 different people. Let's say they're from their 30s to their 50s or maybe 60s. You get all that combined experience in just a matter of days or weeks or months. You have no idea. That's why at 20, you could have the brain of a 90-year-old man. That's why at 20, you could have the wisdom of a 120-year-old man just by reading, just by having a mentor. And what I personally do is every time I read a book or I come across an article and I see a lot of wisdom in it, and I see that the person knows what he's talking about, the person has a lot of experience, made a lot of mistakes, a lot of trial and error, whatever, or the person is just successful, I write down that person's name in a folder I call mentors. I have a folder that I call mentors, and for each loose leaf paper in that folder, I have a different name, a different mentor. And what I do is I look at what that person believes in. I look at what that person's daily routine is, what they believe the secret to life is. Because everybody has their own different opinions about the secret to life, whatever. But I just write everything down, and every day I make it my goal to learn something from that person. For example, if it depends on your goal. For example, if your goal is to be the best basketball player, and you have the opportunity to ask two basketball players secrets. Would you ask Michael Jordan? Would you ask I don't know, the Trust Pretty Well or something? I'm not saying he sucks, but you ask Jordan. You ask based on your goal, you ask the person who's dominant in that area. If you want to be a great musician, let's say the piano. I always use the piano as an example. You'll ask someone who's good at the piano to be your mentor. Well, obviously today you can't just go hire a motherfucker and be like, hey, come here and mentor me. But with the internet, with books, you could read your mentor's biography. You could read your mentor's interviews and learn from them. Even if you're a bodybuilder, you're doing fitness, whatever. You're trying to have a great chest. Look at someone in the industry who has a great chest and read what he says about developing chest. The simple techniques like that, guys, will add to your wisdom what it will normally take years to put on. Look at Alexander the Great. I mean, this guy, I think he had Aristotle. I think his father had Aristotle teach him at like 13 or 16. And he conquered almost the entire world in his 20s up to what, 32? You think he would have done that without Aristotle? See, a lot of people, we worship the great men of old, but we always forget the person who was behind them. We always forget the mentor who allowed them to get where they are today. There's no greatness without mentorship. You need a mentor. You need someone's wisdom, someone who's old and doesn't have a lot of ambition, but you want his wisdom because you have the ambition. He has the experience to add to your ambition. So have a dream, have a goal, then find a mentor, go online, look for books, videos, interviews, and feed yourself with the knowledge of your mentor. Kind of like a parasite, literally. You want to be a parasite. You want to suck the wisdom out of your mentor and further your cause. Because if you want to do it yourself, if you want to go through, have to learn those experiences yourself, it will take you too long. And time is a necessity right now. You can't really waste time. So think about it, guys. Greatness without mentorship is nearly impossible. That's my advice for today. Team 3D. Follow that advice. Pull out a piece of paper. Write down the mentors that you believe will bring you closer to your goal and make it your job to learn something from them every day. Even if it's just 3 minutes of you watching a video there and just reading a biography. 3 minutes a day. Spend it on that mentor. Learn something. Write it down. Apply. Become great.